Hi, folks. My name is Tim Turner, like Ted, only much richer. Well, he owns the bison on 1,000,000,000 acres, and I own the cattle on 1,000 hills. Anyhow, it's Spark Time, and I have the unique opportunity to present Satisfeed to you as one of the solutions for food insecurity in Gwinnett County. Did you know that there's almost 200,000 public school students in Gwinnett County? Did you know that over 53% of the public school students in Gwinnett County receive free and reduced meals 9 months out of the year? Well, what do they do in the summertime? How do they get fed in the 10 weeks of summer? Well, that was the question that I presented to the Gwinnett County Board of Education back in 2012. Back in 2012, I posed the question, and in about 2 months, the Board of Education got back to me and said, we kind of feed the students that come to our summer school program for the 3 weeks in the summer. But there's two things they have to do. They have to get to the summer school, and they have to get home from summer school. In between, as long as they attend summer school, we feed them. I thought, summer school, 3 weeks, 200,000 students, 53% receiving free and reduced. Summer school is not the solution. That just doesn't work. And so that began my journey. And in the process of my journey, I learned several things. I learned, first of all, that on any given day in Gwinnett County, over 47,000 people are experiencing food insecurity. What does that mean? It simply means that they are not able to get the food that they need to feed themselves. Beyond that, recognizing that over 53% of the public school students receive free and reduced meals during the school year, I began a quest to determine, well, what other problems exist? What issues are causing the food insecurity? I was introduced to a gentleman several years ago who was running a food co-op model in downtown Atlanta. In fact, Chad's program, called Urban Recipe, he can actually hear the lions roar at night from where he operates. At one point, Chad was operating 50 food co-ops with 25 families regularly attending the food co-op. And what do I mean by regularly attending? What happens is Chad was distributing banana boxes full of food to families in need. They were coming to his location 2 Thursdays a month, 2 Wednesdays a month, 2 Saturdays a month, and based on the size of the family, they were receiving banana boxes full of food. For a family of 1 to 3, they were receiving 1 box. For a family of 4 to 6, they were receiving 2 boxes. And for a family of 7 or more, they were receiving 3 boxes of food. In order to participate, they were asked to do 2 things. 1, they were asked to make a donation to cover the cost of a financial donation in order to cover the cost of the gasoline to take their truck down to the Atlanta Community Food Bank each week to pick up their order, bring it back to the facility. Then they were asked to help unload the truck, stock the shelves, pack the banana boxes, and then distribute the banana boxes to the folks, to the families in the co-op. So that's how I learned about the food co-op model. I started the food co-op model after distributing 72 boxes of food to the apartments known as Proctor Square in December of 2013. I learned at that point that Proctor Square was a high-need area. It was a high-need community. So what did I do? I used a yellow Ryder truck, and I went to a facility on the west side of Atlanta called Fountain of Hope. And I would place an order for food. then Fountain of Hope would load the order onto the yellow rider truck, and I would drive from Fountain of Hope to Proctor Square 2 Thursdays a month. I would park the truck in the Dairy Queen parking lot, and then the residents of Proctor Square would come down the hill with either a banana box or with a laundry basket, and then I would give them the opportunity to basically fill their boxes with food based on the size of their family. That program I ran for 6 months. At the end of the 6 months, in fact, in October of 2014, I stopped the program because I was collecting too many carbs and not enough protein. At that point, I decided that I needed to get involved with the Atlanta Community Food Bank. And that process took me until September of 2018 to be able to participate with the Atlanta Community Food Bank, begin the process of distributing nutritious food to families in need. Meanwhile, we started a summer lunch program to feed the students during the summer. Now remember, we're talking about 53% of the public school students, or somewhere in the neighborhood of 100,000 students, receive free and reduced during the summertime. During the school year. But how do they get fed in the summer? That's where the summer lunch program steps in. Summer lunch is a brown bag lunch program. 1 sandwich, 1 sweet, 1 savory, and 1 drink. We distribute these bags every day for 10 weeks in the summer. In 2014, when we started the program, we distributed right at 13,000 brown bag lunches for the summer, which meant about 225 lunches every day. In the summer of 2019, we distributed over 25,000 brown bag lunches to students in need. And so it ended up being about 500 a day. 500 students a day were receiving brown bag lunches. But there's 100,000 students receiving free and reduced meals during the school year. So you can see that we're just beginning to scratch the surface of the summer lunch issue. So that's one of the tools in my banana box toolkit to address the issues of food insecurity. The second tool in my toolkit is the banana boxes of food for folks to receive 2 Saturdays a month. In September of 2018, when we launched the Banana Box program, we distributed 600 pounds of food to 9 families. In October of 2019, we distributed 6,000 pounds of food to 150 families. So you can see that we have effective tools to address the food insecurity problem in Gwinnett County. Now I have two other tools in my toolkit. Another tool is a grocery bag distribution program that we use for folks in recovery. Every Wednesday night, we distribute approximately 70 grocery bags of food to folks in recovery. Another tool that I have in my toolbox is Backpacks of Care. Backpacks of Care is a weekend nutrition program. We provide 4 nutritious meals, non-perishable, in these backpacks. The backpacks, we deliver the backpacks to various schools. At the end of school on Friday, the students receive the backpacks, and then they take the backpacks home. And then on Monday, they return the backpacks, the empty backpacks. We pick up the backpacks and start the process all over again the following Friday. So, Backpacks of Care, grocery bags, brown bags of love, banana boxes. Finally, I want to introduce to you to the bigger vision. The bigger vision is to build a community service center to feed the people physically, financially, socially, emotionally, spiritually, and relationally. We know that none of our guests care about financially, socially, emotionally, spiritually, and relationally when they're hungry. We know that hunger interferes with their healing. So our goal is to build a facility that allows the people to come in, overcome their fears, overcome their doubts, overcome their frustrations, and let us help them address the food insecurity issue and begin to build a more prosperous life.